guys, welcome back to another Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. We are with my buddy. We're hitting another week. It is March 1st. We're off and into March already. Good Lord, where's the year going? But let's not waste any time. We've got one of my dear friends here, Miss Kathleen from Hospice of South Texas. Guys, if you haven't had to have them in your life yet, you're probably lucky. But if you do, you're also lucky because they come in a sensitive time. Hospice is they helped us personally in our family with my grandmother when her health declined, and they really made an impact on us. And their kindness, their grace, their understanding of where we were at with the pain of the whole situation, and being able to come in and provide comfort to not only my grandmother but to our whole family. And ever since then, I've just had a spot for hospice, and I've wanted to always make sure I uplift them and return the favor to the best of my ability. So on that note, Miss Kathleen, thank you so much for being here. And again, thank you for hospice. You guys, like I said, during the most sensitive of times, you guys are there, and I appreciate you for it. It's a tough job, but you guys do a great job with it.
It is, and we have a wonderful staff. This will be our almost 36th year here in Victoria, and we're the only nonprofit in the area.
Wow.
And so we take patients regardless of their ability to pay, and that's why we have fundraisers.
I understand. And just a real little elevator type speech, what is the overall mission or the overall job of hospice here in South Texas?
Well, Hospice of South Texas is, and just the general of hospice is just overall care for not only the patient but their family. So we want to make sure the patient is, has their symptoms under control, their pain under control, they're comfortable at whatever stage they are at their end stage disease. But we also want to make sure the caregivers and the family understand what's happening as the process goes along. So we have almost as many people or as little people as you want coming in to educate, to help. We teach because we are supportive care, so there's somebody in the home, spouse, children are there to help the family member, but we're there to educate, be there for them 24 hours a day. If they need us, we will come. We're not there 24 hours a day, but we're available 24 hours a day.
Ma'am.
And we have certified nurses aides, we have our nurses, we have a full-time medical director, Dr. Ty Meyer, and we have some part-time medical directors as well. And we also have our inpatient center that we just finished right after Harvey.
Wow.
And so that is a short-term stay. So if they're at home and we can't get the pain under control at home, then that's where they go to kind of short-term stay, get their symptoms and their pain under control, make sure everything's good. If they're well enough to go back home, we certainly are going to send them, but if they're not, we're just going to let them be there until it's time. And then we're there for the family after the patient is gone, up to 13 months of bereavement for the family to make sure that they're getting through first holidays, first birthdays, those things. We have chaplain visits if they need them. We have wonderful prayer shawl ladies that do a prayer shawl for each patient when they come on. And they have we call them the happy hookers. They are on Fridays and they do their, right now they're doing it at home because of, everything's been happening this year. Mm-hmm. But our veterans get a red, white, and blue one, of course, and we always make sure that we know that they are veterans when they come on. We have a veterans program to make sure that they have, their needs met. And I've been there for 16 years. A lot of the people that I've been there with have been there almost as long as I have, and we love being a part of this community. We love helping people. We want to make sure that when they're getting to end of life that they have somebody there. Why would you not want extra help and care for your family member instead of trying to do it alone? Because it is a very big burden for people. And they don't think of it as, but you get to the hospital and you're like, I want to take mom and dad home. Some people don't know how loaded that is until they get home. And so we want to make sure that somebody's there to take care of them for you. And if they don't have Medicare and they don't have Medicaid, we're still going to take care of them.
Outstanding. And being a nonprofit, that means these events like we're about to talk about are that much more important to you guys because this is where your funding comes from.
Absolutely. It goes right back into patient care.
Good deal. Well, on that note, and again, thank you. Like I said, I can personally vouch for hospice because my family used hospice, and the points she makes are spot on. You think you're ready to take mom and dad home, you think you're ready to take your loved one home, and then you kind of find out you're not. And that's where they just really shine and come in. And so on that note, let's see if we can help you raise a little bit of money and get going. You guys have Lassoing Loving Care for Hospice of South Texas coming up March 6th. So Talk to me about that. It's this Saturday. Let's get into this. Benefit team roping. This sounds cool. Talk me through it.
Well, I mean, gosh, if you love roping and you love cowboys, this is the place to be. And right now, there's not a whole lot going on, so we're hoping that we'll just blow up exponentially this year. A lot of things have been canceled due to COVID, so we want to make sure that we're finally, we get a great load. And, every time we go in, we rub our fingers and our hands going, God, is anybody going to show up? And then we explode.
Boom.
So, and we have the team roping, basically they come in, they sign up, and it's you two ropers, because they go the front and the end of, so I don't know all the terminology, and neither does my boss, because she called it the header and the footer, and I know that's not right. But we actually have that on the belt buckle because we thought that was funny.
Funny.
But they do that. They're there. All the head guys that get it together. I mean, just old cowboys here and Jackson County, Calhoun County. They love what they do. They love getting this together. They think it's a great event. We think it's a great event. We have so much fun with everybody. It's at Breckenridge. They've got food there, so you're basically, there's no dieting that day because you're eating, basically concession stand food.
Hey, but that's the good stuff.
And it's the good stuff. So we eat all day. We enjoy it. We have we have a live auction. We have a silent auction around, we have silent auction all day. The live auction's around 1 o'clock, just kind of depending on where the roping's starting and stopping. And the cowboys do that from their horse. They rattle it off, and us girls hold up everything that we got going on and showing everybody and get that done. And then they still have the silent auction, which goes on usually around 7 or 8. We finally shut that off. But then we also have our raffle, which is our gun raffle, and that keeps going literally until the end of the night. So we're still selling tickets through the entire thing, and then right towards the end of the night, we do that little rolly thing and pull out, names and numbers. And
now I bought a few of these,
yes,
and I won't be able to make it. Do I have to be present to win?
No, you do not.
Okay.
We will call, and again, this is the guns are at R&M in El Campo, so you do have to go there to get your gun.
Okay.
And it's not just we go through all the processes to get the gun, but we pick a couple of alternates just in case somebody doesn't want to make it there or thinks, I don't need the gun, and you just donate my time or donate their ticket or whatever. So we're always going to have other people in case they can't make it. But that one keeps going on, and those are $10 a piece. Okay. And also we cannot end this without ever thanking our sponsors. HEB is a huge sponsor for us, and we're very happy. It's on the saddles that they win and stuff like that. So it's the saddles and the buckles, and then Todd Sloan made the saddles, and his saddles are beautiful. We also have AAA air conditioning, Magnum Service. I know.
Good. AAA air conditioning.
Yes, Magnum Services, Sonic Driving and Edna, and then South Texas Electric Cooperative and Con Metal Contractors are our top sponsors. And then we have a slew of silent and live auction items that we get from around town. We try to do local, get an Edna, get people to donate from there. And a lot of times it's families that are donating to us just because they've had the experience and they want to get back. I
can relate to that. So this is Lassoing Loving Care for Hospice of South Texas. This Saturday, March 6th, books open at 8:30, close 9:30 a.m., rope at 10 a.m., auction at 1 p.m. And again, we've got a live and a silent auction and a raffle. And thank you to our sponsors, Miss Kathleen. Thank you so much for coming out. What am I missing?
The second roping will start after that as well. So there's a couple of them.
Good.
So
come out, bring the family, spend the day. Check out the cowboys and the cowgirls and all the good stuff.
Yeah, beautiful horses. We have a lot of fun. Myself and the other marketers run around just with our chickens with our heads cut off trying to get everything together. So we want to make sure you guys have a good time when you come out.
Well, you do a great job. We're so very grateful to have you. Guys, go out, support them, and we will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
I've been closing real estate transactions in Victoria since 2007. I couldn't do it without my staff. They're also friendly, they're accommodating, they're helpful. When someone calls, we get an answer to them within an hour.
I think what's the most rewarding is seeing people when they get here and they're excited and they take pictures after their closing, and I think that's really rewarding.
If you're looking to refinance, build a new home, buy or sell a home, call Kelly Garrett Kachera, and we'll take care of getting your title ordered and your deal closed.
All right, guys, welcome back. Got some of my favorite people over here. The Children's Discovery Museum, my buddy Doug. We went over there, did a Meet Victoria episode over there, had a ton of fun, but they've got an event now coming up this Saturday, March 6th, that we want to make sure we highlight and tell them all about it. So, my buddy Doug, thanks for coming, man. I'm glad to have you here. Tell me all about the Seussical S.T.E.A.M Fest. This thing looks really cool.
Yeah, so this is an event we do every year,
Okay.
but it's normally just for second graders. We do it as a field trip downtown. It's this big thing. We make a ton of noise. People all coming downtown to De Leon Plaza. We can't do that this year.
Dang.
Everything's changed.
All right,
So,
let's mix it up.
Yeah, so we flipped it. We're bringing it to the museum. So we'll be at the museum. Everyone's welcome now, not just second graders.
Sweet.
Families can come. So it's going to be from 10 to noon when we have all these cool activities. It's kind of twofold. So
Okay.
we do a lot of science, STEM stuff, but then we do it Dr. Seuss style.
All right.
So the kids get to have a lot of fun.
And this is like hands-on stuff for them. This is not just them sitting there watching. They go through, I know we didn't get to do it, but you had a box with you with this, rocket thing that you were ready to launch off. I just didn't have the space for it. And so what's again, without having the prop here, what's kind of a typical little thing, or what do the kids go through, something to just kind of, what are they walking into?
Yeah, so the event is S.T.E.A.M Fest. So
Okay.
S.T.E.A.M stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So it's kind of everything. Everything from, we'll be doing large art projects like on big canvas where the kids get to paint, get messy, all the way up to rocket launching. So we'll be launching paper rockets. We'll be doing that kind of stuff. We got a NASA ambassador coming down.
Holy smokes.
Part of NASA. So it's huge. We do everything from theater to math with the bank to, art and all that stuff. So
That's awesome. And this is sponsored by South Texas Electric Co-op. Did I say that right? South Texas Electric?
yeah,
What is
so
it?
S.T.E.A.C is our lead sponsor this year. And they've helped us out a ton. I mean, we're a nonprofit museum, so we're always out there looking for community partners. And this is one of our biggest community partner events. Usually we draw close to 30 community partners that come out for this event, help the kids, and that kind of stuff. The Victoria Library will be there. The city's involved. I mean, everybody jumps on board with this thing because it's so much fun for the kids. So this year we reached out to S.T.E.A.C and they graciously
S.T.E.A.C does a lot of good things, and we appreciate that. And it's like you said, some of your other partners are Prosperity Bank, Victoria Public Library, Victoria Area Music Association, Howell Junior High Theater, Victoria Art League, NASA Ambassadors, the City of Victoria, Golden Crescent, Habitat for Humanity, and Golden Crescent CASA. And you guys really, these events, these donations, stuff like that, these are really important to your existence, correct?
Right. Yeah, we don't exist based on our admissions to the museum, especially this year. I mean, this year is there is no admissions, right? Nobody's coming out. It's hard to generate that kind of interest. We're still open. We're there, and we have families coming every day, but the volume is so much lower. So we can't exist without the community, and we're not meant to. We're a community partner. We want to get out there, help the kids, help families, do some of the stuff that, I mean, you'd have to drive to San Antonio or Houston.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or
and
somewhere
you guys
else
have a lot of neat stuff over there. And so if I'm hearing that correctly, in addition to being able to go to this Saturday, they can also still, you guys are open for business at the Children's Discovery Museum, and you're still wanting people to come over. You still got all the cool stuff going on over there. And is the dinosaur Jurassic stuff still there? Or did y'all move on already?
No, dinosaur's still going. We've got our bearded dragon now, which is, a living dinosaur, big old lizard.
Oh, wow.
She's about 2 feet long. Her name's Dolly. She eats crickets like a maniac.
Outstanding. Okay.
Yeah, the kids love that. But yeah, we are open, and it's in this atmosphere, it's hard to know who's open or not. But we're there, we're safe, we're ready. Kids are having fun. They're able to get out of their house. They're able to interact with new
And
stuff.
learn.
While they're learning,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So come on out.
And if you haven't seen it, go back through our Meet Victoria episodes and you'll find the one that we did on them. And we had a ton of fun because it's a hands-on approach. It's instead of them just going in there and looking at stuff, they actually get to physically go hands-on and build and create and see engineering and all this stuff. Some of the stuff was way too smart for me, and I walked out of there. I don't know if it was good or bad because I was like, this is a little hard. And then I watched like a 12-year-old just knock it out of the park. and I still have not gotten down the juggling that you tried to teach. It's not. I even tried to rewatch the video and make it happen, and I wasn't that spectacular at it. And so, but I really do appreciate you guys. And like I said, the Children's Discovery Museum is an awesome thing, and they really, really, really need your support in the community. They are open. The doors are open. Stop by, see them. Your kids will have fun. It gets them out of the house. It gets you out of the house. And then again, we got the Seussical S.T.E.A.M Fest this Saturday at 10 a.m. And this is at the Children's Discovery Museum this time, so you can actually see it. Is there anything I'm forgetting to talk about or go through?
So since this is not a special event or field trip, it's all included in your daily rate. So when you come in, you get to do all this stuff. We'll have, 20 different booths going, and you get to do it all.
And it's a normal day.
Just come on in on Saturday and have fun.
Wow, well that'll work. And again, Doug, thank you so much. You guys do a great job over there. Liz does a great job. Again, guys, go support them. You'll appreciate it that we have something like that in Victoria, but the only way we hold on to something like that in Victoria is if you go and you support them.
That's right.
Do you guys take volunteers?
Yeah, we're always looking for volunteers and those kind of things.
Good. Hey, it's a good time. That Victoria's been really good here lately about taking care of each other and helping each other out. Don't let a resource like this go away. Don't let something that your kids can actually go hands-on with something, get some learning in. The STEAM, there's learning behind the fun, and if we don't take advantage of it, it'll be gone. Thank you to the partners. Thank you to S.T.E.A.M for supporting that. Man, I'll see you out there on a Saturday. This looks like fun. Thank you so much for coming in, brother.
Thank you.
We've got another guest, Brandon Webb, but first we're going to take a quick word from our sponsor.
Since 1932, Wallach & Volk has been closing mortgages and doing it the right way. The reason why the Volks opened up a bank at the height of the Great Depression was because the bank needed to be opened at the height of the Great Depression. And it was good for the community at that time. A lot of the banks were going under. In order to keep that community sound and stable, it was something that they did. I think that says something about who Wallach & Volk was 85 years ago. And the only way you get to continue to do it is if you consistently do it great. And we plan on doing this for another 85 years.
All right, guys, we are back with my buddy Brandon. You know his face. You see him all the dang time. That's because he's doing so much stuff. And once again, he's back on the show because he's doing more stuff. So,
appreciate it.
First and foremost, brother, always like, again, you're the tip of the spear. You're setting the bar. Talk to me about this We Give Back fund. I'm just going to shut up and turn the show over to you, man. Go ahead.
I think small business partners and owners can unite well. I think your group of friends is probably a lot of small business owners, right?
My group of friends is pretty much close to your group of friends.
Exactly.
And yes,
we've got a lot of similar friends, and they're a part of this too. I just got a hunch that I was like, man, I just want to use the power that we have. Local businesses depend off the community. And so there's times and opportunities like after hurricanes or snowstorms, things like that, where we have an opportunity, in my opinion, to do our part, right? And so I just reached out to a bunch of people and said, hey, if you guys have any ability to put towards a fund we're going to put together called the We Give Back Fund, I found a local contractor, Performance Fabricators, where they are going to do a contracted rate, discounted rate, and they're going to help as much people as they can. And so what we did is we set a limit at $500 in repairs per house. Mm-hmm. And in the first 24 hours from sponsors, we raised over $10,000, which is
Lord. That's
amazing,
quick, man. Yeah, that's really fast.
And so far as of today, we only added 20 people to the list at first. We have over 100 people on the waiting list. So We're hoping to do a second round of donations. I believe 17 of the 20 we have restored water back to their houses.
Wow, man.
And we're talking like these people had been out of water. A lot of us who didn't have issues, we went out without water for 3 to 5 days. Mm-hmm. These people have been out of water. I mean, look at today. There's still people on our list. They've been without water for 12 days now.
Yeah,
13
it's been
days.
Quite a few, something like that. I don't do math in public, but yeah.
So it's just to tell you kind of the character that Victoria residents have, and this is just very proud of the city, is like over half the people that we have restored water back on, they wanted to pay us. And we were like, no, keep the money, pay it forward. If you know somebody that maybe needs their bill paid, go pay it forward. Go buy somebody groceries, go do something like that. We wouldn't accept any money whatsoever. The contractors, it was great because they're like, we will accept hugs. So it's a wife that helps do it. And she said she's hugged more older ladies in the last week than she's done in her life. So, and that's the best part, is a lot of these people who are really needing help, sometimes they may be down and out on their luck. Maybe they're not able to crawl underneath their house. Maybe they're not, because some of them are pretty easy fix, right? You're dealing with PVC pipe. Some of it, these houses are older, and it's old copper piping.
It's
and
not just going in there and fixing one little pipe.
It's not. And so when they show up to the homes, and it really is, it's humbling to them to be able to go in and just help, because they know they're helping these people. They're helping kids so they can take hot baths again, cook food, do all that stuff. It's really amazing.
Well, and one of the things that I was, like you said, is I was and have been consistently blown away by the generosity and the giving of Victorians, you know, and one of the things that I've enjoyed as a business owner and like yourself is seeing the kind of the new mindset of the business owners with that iron sharpens iron mentality of lifting each other up and working together instead of, hey, Brandon, this is my business, go do your thing, I'm doing mine. Instead, you know, we have all these entrepreneurs that are coming together and say, hey man, let me help your business. Well, no, let me help your business. And everybody goes into these things with the mindset of, how can we, you know, high tide raise all ships here? And there's power in numbers, and I've been just completely humbled by this just new and it's old business too. It's old businesses as well in town. And
what's crazy to tell you about this too is all these people I went to, I have such good relationships and I trust them so well that I haven't even cashed a check yet. I fronted all the money to this contractor, said, hey, here's this much up front. Because I know these guys are going to follow through, and I have envelopes at all my bit I got to pick up and stuff. But that was the part that's how close of a close knit family a lot of the small business owners are that maybe people don't realize. Is that like, I reach out to, let's use Paul Tristan from Clean Plate. Hey, you need X amount? I got it. Don't worry about it. What do you need? So, and then we have people reaching out. So just kind of tell you, I'd love to talk to the sponsors.
Yeah, go ahead, because I want to make sure we list these people.
So some of our organizations, we donated from everyone, Complete, Health Bar, Hyped, and Diamond. But you've got Richard Rodriguez with Elite Fitness. He also owns Elite Entrepreneurs, which they started flipping houses. You've got Outlaw Off-Road, Justin Schoner. I mean, he went above and beyond, and he helped everybody. If there was a cause, he's like, I'm helping you, I'm helping you. He made his own.
Yeah, shoot, he called and said, hey man, I'm doing this pizza thing, I want to give it away, and then we decided to tack onto it with donations, and even the community getting free pizza, close to $200 I think they donated that we put back to the weekend back fund.
No, it was amazing. So there was that. You got King of Cuts, Roy and Fernando, and that whole group of guys. Fit Strong United, you probably know Isaac.
Oh yeah, Isaac's awesome.
CrossFit 302, you know
Ray over there.
Isotory MMA, Brandon Wakefield.
Brandon's a man.
State Farm, you got Eli.
Good dude.
Compadres Design. I mean, you've got Jay, Lori, Chris Soleil. They're partnered with, they bought out that sign company, which you've got Ginger in them. Clean Plate, we already talked about. Kimberlite Homes represents a lot here. You got Brian Ferguson, their team.
Job.
This was awesome. So they actually reached out to me. Josh Smith, who's the general manager of Toyota, been there forever. He reached out, and Toyota made a very large contribution. That was great. They just reached out and said, hey, we want to help you. Here's your check.
That's awesome.
I already talked about Outlaw. You guys were a part of that. Armor Air, which was awesome. They donated. UPS, which you're talking about the brothers there. They've got, you know, their print shop. They've got the UPS store, Budget Blinds. They all helped with that. And so I already said that one. So I will tell you that if you're a local business and you're seeing this, we still are taking sponsors or contribution or donors or whatever you want to call it, because we have like over 100 people still on a waiting list. I don't think we're going to be able to help everybody. So that's just something where we are still definitely looking for people. We do have a GoFundMe set up for because we've had customers. So if it's a business, I'd like them to just, for accounting purposes, write a check.
That's makes sense.
But if it's a customer, we do have a GoFundMe. I can send that to you if you'd like. And that's for anybody who wants to share $10, $20, $30. And I just have that because I've had people that just follow us on social media from like Kansas or wherever, just send us $100 from there.
So what's the end, what's the end goal? Is this something that's going to continue on? Or are you trying to get to the bottom of that list and then, just kind of set this alliance to the side and have it for emergencies? Or is this something you see just kind of continuing, to roll on and gather steam to help in future events?
I'm not 100% sure. Being on camera, I'll be honest with you.
That was an ambush question anyway.
To tell you how just committed I was to this, I put my personal cell phone on the flyer.
I saw that.
I've never in my life had my voicemail hit full. It hit full in 48 hours.
Yeah. When I gave you the wrong time for the show today, which again, thank you for the grace. I told him the wrong time to show up, and then I was like, "Where's Brandon?" I pulled your number off of that thing to call you to come in, and so you're into this.
And so whether we may keep this name, and we deal with major issues. Maybe we'll have a hurricane. I don't wish for any of this
Right,
stuff.
understood.
But yeah, we have an alliance, and it seems like the Small Business Owner Alliance continues to grow. I almost feel like we should probably just create a big group someday, and we all go out and eat once a month and just create. You know what I mean? Because we're
the future.
Yeah, we are
the future.
But other than that, I'm not sure. My goal is to help as many people as possible. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to help everybody. But there are some other great people out there that I saw. There's plumbers out there just doing work for free.
Yeah.
So I thought that was great. So I hope to help as many people as we can. Like I said, we're at 17 or 18 people. We restored water. I'm hoping to hit with our current funds about 30. But if we every about $500 we raise helps about 2 people, unless it's a really hard job.
Got it.
And the supplies is another thing too. We've had a lot of people who, I don't even know their names, but there are people that are donating supplies to our contractors they're driving in from San Antonio, stuff like that to donate stuff too.
Wow, that's so awesome, man. And again, it's just humbling to see the community come together. And so again, if people want to donate, if you're a business, reach out to Brandon directly. Easier for accounting purposes, write the check, do it that way. If you are just a everyday civilian out there seeing what's going on, you want to donate, be a part of it, we'll put the GoFundMe in here so you can see that on there.
GoFundMe is on our page currently, but I'll send it to you as
well. Gotcha. And then as always, I know it's not about that, but you've got your health bar going and stuff like that, and again, it's growing through giving, and we're super happy. I'm hearing about the health bar everywhere. It's kicking butt, and you're kicking butt.
And the ladies were already like, we got to go in there.
Everybody. There's you guys are doing well, man. But things like this, again, that's awesome, and make sure you support it, guys. I'm a big believer in independence instead of dependence on the government, and so for somebody like myself, this is really neat to see us taking care of each other. This storm kind of caught a lot of people. It caught them off guard, and it poked holes in our defenses and showed us where we're weak, and hopefully we can mend those fences. But again, also just the coming into the camaraderie of the community to come together and take care of each other. There's power there and there's strength there, but keep paying it forward. Don't get lazy with it. Let's stay on this momentum. Keep helping others. Is there anything that directly, we'll take in donations? Is there anything else? Supplies you'll take? Anything else before we wrap this that we need to let them know about?
No. I mean, you hit everything. I just openly, like I said, I know I won't be able to help everybody. I feel like I'm going to let some people down, which is unfortunate because we're trying to help as many people as we can. But if we're not able to help you, I will tell you, do your due diligence. If you're somebody watching this that needs help, there are, like I said, a lot of places out there that are helping too, whether it be plumbers or different things like that. So that really was awesome because we even had a job where we showed up to, and there was a plumber that beat us there that did it for free. And they actually just said that, hey, we saw that they were representing you. We just went ahead and did it for you.
And that's what I'm talking about.
So I was just like, wow, that's awesome.
Awesome. Well, man, go see them. Complete 360, Health Bar. Go see any of these people, any of these sponsors. I mean, and again, Justin, you did a great job with the pizza thing. Thanks to the radio station, Kicks 108 for back. Everybody, this is community, and this is what Victoria strives at. Our roads may suck, but we're good at taking care of each other. And so, Brandon, thank you so much for coming in, man. I'm a big fan of yours. I appreciate all you do. I love working together. I don't have to even tell you, you're going to see a lot more of this dude in the community. He's probably going to be called Brandonville before it's all said and done, but he's doing an amazing job, and we appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that kind of stuff. Comment in here, do something, get our algorithms up. Keep this bad boy going. Thank you for tuning in to Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. We'll see you next week.